Hey, my third standard year students, how are you all? And I pray for you all that you all will be able to soon come to school, first of all, because I know that daily watching the video lecture is though interesting for you, but somewhere you miss your school days, isn't it? So for you today, I have brought one revision lecture. As you know that I have got many feedbacks from your side after watching the video lectures, and yes, in today's lecture our content will be as follows. So revision as per the students' request. As I have got many requests from the student side, got the feedback after the lecture, as you all know that we have already finished the lesson number 4, even the subjective part of lesson number 4. So now I thought let's just collect the data from the feedback, and as per the feedback I have decided to revise this content, this part of lesson number 1 and 2. So this is our content: lesson number 1 hard words, and then lesson number 1 question answers. After lesson number 1 question answers, we are going to jump on to lesson number 2 hard words, and then lesson number 2 question answers. As in my WhatsApp groups, I have got these things as commonly as a doubt from your side. I am going to start with this content for today. So make sure that you have your books, you have your mental presence over there, because here I am even going to ask you to repeat the answers, which I always do, let it be my English or grammar lecture or my any other subjects. So you know my format, since I am teaching you since 3 days my science lectures are there on your screens. So now you know that what is my format and how we are studying in the science lecture. So let us begin with lesson 1, eating habits of animals. And here we are going to start with hard words, and repeat when asked means what? You have to repeat the hard words when I ask you to do so. Yes, 2 times. As you all know, this is our format. You all might be knowing that this is how we are we finished lesson number 4 and 3 as well. So let's get started with lesson number 1, hard words. So here is the first hard word for you: herbivore. See, if you skip the last S, which makes the plural, but if you skip it, the pronunciation is herbivore. Now with S it becomes herbivores. So now repeat after me the first time: HERBIVORES. Herbivores. It is not walrus, it is wars. A second time: HERBIVORES. Herbivores. Great. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the meaning of these things in the question answers part, so not to worry. Second hard word: carnivores. Same as like Herbie, it's carni. So the alphabet in the starting part changes. So let us pronounce this. Now repeat after me: CARNIVORES. Carnivores. Repeat the second time: CARNIVORES. Carnivores. Great, excellent. I am very much sure about my students that my students are going to repeat the hard words after me, so as to clear the pronunciation and enhance the pronunciation skills for as far as the science words concern. Okay, the next is pray. Pray means the prayer you do in the morning. No, that is not the prayer here. That's in that you say P-R-A-Y, but here the spelling is different. The spelling is P-R-E-Y. Correct? So Though the pronunciation is same, the meaning is different. So let us pronounce this. Just repeat after me. P-R-E-Y. Pray. A second time. P-R-E-Y. Pray. Excellent. Okay. Let's move on. The prey exactly, student, like, you know, when the animal, the carnivore animal, the wild animals kill other animal to use them as their food, as the meal, it is called prey. Okay. Now the next one is omnivores. Like as herbivore, carnivore, this is omnivore. Okay. Now repeat after me. O-M-N-I-V-O-R-E-S. Omnivores. Now repeat a second time. O-M-N-I-V-O-R-E-S. Omnivores. Great. Okay, so let us move on. And here is the next hard word. Cud. Now repeat after me. C-U-D. Cud. Repeat a second time. C-U-D. Cud. What is cud? If you might have seen cow, always you might have seen the cow chewing something, some other thing. So that is not a chewing gum, my dear students. Let me tell you, cow does not chew the chewing gum. You know, they have the habit of, you know, first to gobble the things, gobble the food, whatever they get, and then they bring again from the stomach, they bring it to the, you know, to the mouth to again chew it and again to digest it. So this is the cud. Again from the stomach, if they bring to the mouth to chew that stuff, is called cud. Fine. So the next hard word is no. My dear students, I am not refusing you to speak no. No means not N-O. Here the pronunciation of G-N-A-W is no. Okay. So repeat after me. G-N-A-W. No. A second time. G-N-A-W. No. Okay. Let us move on to the next one. Swallow. Okay. Now repeat after me directly. S-W-A-L-L-O-W. Swallow. Now repeat a second time. S-W-A-L-L-O-W. Swallow. Okay. The next one is food chain. This is a compound word made out of two words. Okay. Now repeat after me. F-O-O-D-C-H-A-I-N. Food chain. Repeat a second time. F-O-O-D-C-H-A-I-N. Food chain. Okay, let's move on. The next hard word is grasshopper. Yes, you might have seen the green colored grasshopper. Most of the time it is there in the farms, it is in the fields, in the grass. So that's why maybe the name of that insect is grasshopper. So now let us just repeat after me. G-R-A-S-S-H-O-P-P-E-R. Grasshopper. Repeat a second time. G-R-A-S-S-H-O-P-P-E-R. Grasshopper. Like if we speak this word swiftly, with a speed, what do we say? Grasshopper, right? Okay. Now the next hard word is strong. This you all know, this is a basic, but still many of you make the mistake, so I have included this word in the hard word. S-T-R-O-N-G. Strong. Now repeat a second time. S-T-R-O-G. Strong. Okay. So with this we have completed the hard words and we are jumping on to the lesson 1, question answers. My dear students, here too you have to repeat when you are asked to repeat answers only. Correct? So let's get started with the question answers of lesson number 1. The first question, let me read it out for you. Why do animals need food? It's too simple. Even the human beings need, because they are the living beings, right? Even the animals do have the lives within. So they even need the food, right? So why do they need the food? Here is the answer. Let me read it out for you, then I'll ask you to repeat. Animals need food for energy to grow and to remain healthy. So for the 3 reasons. Animals, okay, now repeat after me. Animals need food for energy to grow and to remain healthy. Now repeat a second time. Animals need food for energy to grow and to remain healthy. So these are the 3 reasons why animals eat food. Okay, so here is the question number 2 for you. What are herbivores? So as you all know, you all might have learned the answer, but still, as it is revision part, I have brought a picture for you. And before that, I'll just read the answer. The plant-eating animals such as cow, buffalo, horse, sheep, etc. are herbivores. The one who does not eat, the animal which does not eat flesh of any other animal. See, if in the picture, if you can see, I am trying my level best to zoom in the picture for you. Yes, in the picture you can see cow, chimpanzee, gorilla, the goat. Here is there, and the tortoise, yes, horse, elephant. You see, dear students, though it's a giant animal, but it only prefers to eat the plants, the trees, the fruits, means vegetables, totally vegetarian, right? So let us move on to the next answer. What are carnivores? The answer is the flesh-eating animal such as lion, tiger, leopard, etc. are carnivores. See, in the picture you can see lion, tiger, yes. So these all, see, even the eagle, the bird, it is totally, they are, ferocious. They are, the anger is there on their nose. You never know when they attack on you. So these are the carnivores, right? Let us move on to the next question. Question number 4. Where does the food chain starts? Like where it starts from? Yes. So it's very simple that the food chain always starts with plants. If you can see, my dear students, here the grass. So from here the food chain always starts. See, the producer, the tag is given here in the bracket, producer, correct? So they are the main, the core in the food chain, the plants, correct? Okay, so let us move on. Now here question 5 is, give 2 examples of animals that chew the cud. Now you have to only choose any 2 animals which chew the cud. So here I have given again the 4 options for you, out of which you can remember any 2 as whichever you feel easy like. Okay, so now repeat after me. Cow, buffalo, sheep, giraffe. Okay, so these are the animals, the examples of the animals who chew the cud. Okay, so now with this our lesson 1 revision is over. The demanded things, especially the requested things from the students, are over, and so let's move on to lesson number 2. The name of the lesson is keeping safe, correct? So first we are going to start with hard words of lesson number 2. So let's get started. Number 1, bathroom. Again, this is the compound word made out of 2 words, bath and room. So now repeat after me. BATHROOM, bathroom. Repeat a second time. BATHROOM, bathroom. Okay, so let's move to the next word. Zebra crossing. You call it zebra crossing. Yeah, but actually it's zebra crossing. But whatever you say, just remember the word properly. Just remember the spelling properly. So as per your pronunciation, let me pronounce it and just repeat after me, my dear students. ZEBRA RACROSSING, zebra crossing. Repeat a second time. ZEBRACROSSING, zebra crossing. Clear? I'll show you the photo if possible in the next slides, upcoming slides. Okay. So the next word is knives. Yes, it's a plural of knife. You might have seen mom holding the knife to cut the vegetables and different, things, different stuff in the kitchen items. Okay. So pronounce after me. Just repeat after me. KNIVES, knives. Repeat a second time. KNIVES, knives. Yes. So this is a plural of knife. If there is one knife, you call it knife. If more than one, you call it knives. Okay. So the next word is scissors. Yes. Sometimes you call it Caesar. No. It is a pair noun. Correct? Scissor has a pair. It is not only of one blade. It is a pair of two blades. Yes, you can hold the scissor from both the fingers and then you can use it. So there are the two blades joined with each other. So it is a pair of two blades, right? So it is always scissors. The correct pronunciation, the correct word is scissors. So repeat after me. SCISSORS, scissors. Repeat a second time. SCISSORS, scissors. Great. So now if you want scissors from anyone, don't say give me a scissor please. No. Can you please pass me the scissors, or can you please give me the scissors? Scissors. Please remember this, my dear students. Okay. So let's move on to the next word. The next word is crackers. Now who does not know crackers? Everyone. Yes. So you fire the crackers many a times. Yes. So let us pronounce it. Just repeat after me. CRACKERS, crackers. Now repeat a second time. CRACKERS, crackers. Great. Now let's move on to the next word. See, though this word is long, QUEUE, but the pronunciation depends on only first alphabet. Yes, don't get confused. It's as simple as that. See, now repeat after me. QUEUE, Q. Yes, isn't it interesting? It contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 alphabets, but the pronunciation is only of one alphabet. Now repeat a second time. QUEUE. Q means a long line or something which you keep in like arranged in a line, one after the other. Yes, so it's Q. Now the next is Subway. Yes, it is not the coffee bar or the restaurant you are going to. Yes, I know that there is a Subway kind of cafe in your town, but it is not that. Exactly, the meaning is this in the photo. Yes, if you cannot directly walk onto the road in your in your town. I don't know what is exactly the rule is, but in the in the developed countries especially, you have to walk either from the zebra crossing or from the subways. Yes, as per the traffic rules. So anyways, let us repeat first. Just repeat after me. SUBWAY, subway. Repeat a second time. SUBWAY, subway. Okay, let's move on. Footpath. Now my dear students, you all know that besides the road there are the the path is there for the walkers, or you can the person who wants to ride the bicycles. There is a special area beside the road, that area is called footpath. Okay, next is first aid. Okay, this is also compound word. Okay, now repeat after me. FIRST AID, first aid. Repeat a second time. FIRST AID, first aid. Okay, the next word is antiseptic. Directly repeat after me. ANTISEPTIC, antiseptic. Repeat a second time. ANTISEPTIC, antiseptic. Done. So let us move on. Now we have finally reached to the question answers. Especially this question answers, lesson number 2, many of you have not written yet in your books, or many of you have doubts. So we are going to discuss this question answers. So by now I hope that you are having your books and you will note it down in your books. Question number 1. Name the colors of the traffic light. Now how many colors are there? Answer is red, yellow, green. So these are the 3 colors in the traffic light, in the traffic signal. I have brought a picture for you as well. So you don't have to draw the picture, but this is just for your knowledge. I know that you are very much smart, very much intelligent. You might have seen this kind of lights in the traffic when you are in the traffic with your parents or with anyone elder than you. So if not, just see these traffic lights are there whenever there is a traffic signal. So yes, there are the 3 lights: red, yellow, green. Okay, so this is the answer. Now repeat after me. Red, yellow and green. So it is not necessary to write like this. Even if you want, you can write in a single line, but put a comma after red, after red, and then after yellow you have to put and, A-N-D, and, if you are writing in a one line. Okay, fine. So I hope now you got this answer. Let us move on to the next question. So the next question is, what does red color indicates in the traffic lights? So my dear students, let me show you the photo again. So as you can see, the first is the red light, right? Now what does it indicate? What is the use of the red light? When the traffic officer shows us the red light, what does it mean? So here is the answer. Red color indicates stop in the traffic lights. Means if there is a red colored light, the red light is switched on over there in the traffic signal, means you have to stop on that spot only. Okay, so it indicates stop. Now repeat the answer after me. Red color indicates stop in the traffic lights. Okay, so stop, as you can see that I have written in the single inverted comma, you have to write in the same way as I have written here. Correct? Repeat a second time. Red color indicates stop in the traffic lights. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Okay, so here is question number 3. What is the first aid? Right? So the answer is here. The immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. Yes, so this is the first aid kit, my dear students. This is the kind of kit, different medicines and the tapes, bandages are included in the first aid box, the first aid kit. Correct? So this is the photo just for your knowledge. I have brought it here for you. I have just kept this photo for your knowledge, that how it looks like. Correct? So you all should keep first aid box at your places. Even first aid boxes are there at the schools, at the offices, everywhere, where you never know where the emergency arrives. So repeat the answer after me. The immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. Repeat a second time. The immediate help given to an injured person is called first aid. So I hope by now you know what is first aid. What is first aid kit? Okay. So the next question is here. Give 2 rules of safety at home. So what are the rules of safety at home? What safety measures you can take at home? So here is the answer. And this is very much important, students. Nowadays, as you are not coming to school, you don't get the face-to-face guidance from the teachers. This is very much important. Just keep these 3 points in your notes. Okay, so the answer is, the first point is, do not go near gas stove. Yes, in the kitchen, the gas stove, if you have seen, mom cooks the food on the gas stove, but the kids are not allowed to go near it. The second point is, do not put your fingers into the plug points. Yes, because now the rainy season is going to come, so especially there are the chances of short circuit in the plugs in the switchboards. So always keep your hands dry when you switch on or switch off, when you just touch the switchboards. The last point is, do not try to light the firecrackers by yourself. Means without the guidance of your elders, without just keep any elder person, your father, your mother, or your elder brother and sister along with you when you are firing the crackers. Correct? So repeat the points after me. Do not go near gas stove. Second point, do not put your fingers into the plug points. And the third point is, do not try to light firecrackers by yourself. My dear students, I have asked 2 rules. These are the 3. As you all know, you can write any 2 of your choice, any 2 which is easy for you to remember. Make sure you do not make any kind of spelling mistakes while writing the answers. Here is the last question of this lesson. Question 5. What should we use while crossing roads? Now, this is very much important. Even generally when you are walking onto the roads, you run here and there haphazardly, which is very, very, very wrong, and the chances of accidents increases when you are running on the road without any knowledge. So here is the answer for you, how to cross the roads. So we should use zebra crossing or a subway. Subway, my dear students, I hope you remember I showed you while we were discussing hard words. So here is the picture of zebra crossing. I'll zoom in this picture so that it will be easier for you to understand if you are seeing it on your screen. See, this is the one part of the footpath, and this is the other side of the footpath. And if you want to cross it, you have to wait for the signal. You have to wait for the red signal so that the vehicle stops. Correct? And then you have to cross by using this zebra crossing. This is called zebra crossing. The white strips, if you can see on the roads, is a zebra crossing, so that even the drivers will take the notice of you walking through it. Correct? You will be highlighted if you are walking on zebra crossing, and the driver will immediately apply the brake and stop the vehicle. Correct? So this is the only way to cross the roads. You should take this into the notice, especially the small kids, right? If your house is near the roads. So with this, students, I complete my today's science lecture, and yes, I will send you the PDF format of this lecture specially if you want to just jot down the details, the notes in your books. So not to worry, but yes, the last but not the least, as I always say, use sanitizers, use the mask, use the gloves, and do not go out of your house if not necessary. Yes, after playing with your friends, if you are playing daily, just wash your hands very carefully. Thank you and goodbye, and wait for my second interesting lecture of science. Goodbye.